Hey, family. Hey, Israel. Hey, friends. Shalom, shalom. Woo, let's have prayer first before we begin. I'll beyond your holy name. I come before you this day to say thank you for every blessing, everything that I'm going through. I know you got my back. I praise your sweet and wonderful name. There is nobody else like you. Oh, I thank you for the holy angels watching over me. I just want to thank you for all the brothers and sisters and family, those who are praying for me, holding me up and keeping me in their prayers. I want to thank you for everything, everything. And I ask that you would bless you too, bless the listeners, bless those who are concerned, bless those who are really truly seeking for truth. Oh, Abba, Yah, in your mighty name, I come before you this day asking that you, Abba, please send all of this, whatever this is, back to the sea of forgetfulness. I don't want you to send it back to whoever did it. Just send it to the sea of forgetfulness, and then I'll let you deal with whatever this is that I'm going through. Because I know you are the revenger, and you, Abba Yah, got me in the palm of your hand. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Toda Robah to my Elohim, and for the holy Melachins, the holy angels that watch and protect over me. I ask for many, many blessings for each and every one of you all. I ask for miracles, miracles, miracles everywhere. Miracles for Mother Earth. Miracles, miracles for you, Earthlings, that really and truly care and love the Most High. All right. Just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just want to vent off a little bit. Brothers and sisters, I want to apologize for yesterday, which was Tuesday. I'm telling you, I've been going through natural and spiritual things. And yesterday seemed like it was one of those days. Light stopped working. Um, Different things were happening. And just couldn't seem to get it together. I hope today I got it together. Because I'm telling you, there is nobody else like Yahweh. It isn't, seriously. I'm looking at the news. There is more fires breaking out, more storms. So y'all don't believe a sister. Y'all don't believe what I'm saying or what I'm reading to you. When you can go and do your own research, don't have to listen to me, but you do your own research. Pray about it. Let him use you. A brother raised up at me two different times. And one of them raised up, as I was trying to say yesterday. And the only reason why they raised up is because what I was reading to them about circumcision, and if you're not circumcised, you won't make it in. And apparently, that individual didn't believe the readings. I had nothing to do with that. I'm just reading it. It says you won't make it in if you're not circumcised, because that's a covenant agreement between Yahweh and Abraham. Yeah. So, as I stated, I don't like arguing and I don't like debating. I bring facts, what I read. If it ain't in there, I'm not reading it. And sometimes I go by personal experience, things that I have already gone through and have experienced. That's how come I can tell you all, yep, yes, I can. And judging by reading about mixed marriages and divorce, Yahweh don't like that. I'm going to reread it and try to go over it again. I just don't know what happened yesterday. I was just going through so much. Y'all don't know what I was going through today. But I do want to say this. There is no secret what Yahweh, Yahuwah, Asher, Ash, I am He. There is no secret what our Elohim can do. What He has done for others, He will do for you. Oh, yeah. I want to thank the Most High for watching over me. Oh, sometimes it's hard for me to go to sleep. And I'm just glad at this particular time He released some of the pressure, some of the worries, and some of the depression. Because there are times myself, as a human being, go through some things. We still earthlings. It don't matter because you a saint or you a Hebrew Israelite. You also a human being. We go through some things. We go through a lot of things. Things that we feel as crossing over into truth. We shouldn't have to go through. But you got to remember, Yahweh said He tests us. And I keep saying, no matter what He do, how we do it, I'm not going to let Him go. I want to see what the reward going to be, because at the end, everybody know. Somebody just sent me Baal equal Lord. And matter of fact, I should show it to you. He just sent it to me. Because you all sit up here and worship and all these different creatures and stuff that was sent. Stuff that was sent down through slavery. And we've been actually worshiping and serving the wrong deity all this time. And it's sad. Woo.
Older people have just 24 hours.
It is. It's sad that when you come into the truth, all this time we've been worshiping and praising the wrong deity.
We're looking for people. I'm leaving my kids $500,000.
It's sad. We go through a lot of things in life. Then when you start reading and trying to show it to different people what you read, and because they not spiritual, they want to debate with you what you showing them out of the word. I'm like, nah, we not gonna do this. Cause y'all always throw up in people's face. Show it to me, show it to me. Is it in the word? Show it to me. If it ain't in the word, don't show it to me. So when we show it to you in the word, you still want to try to raise up. So that's why I say I don't like debating. I don't like that crap. I don't. Back in the day, I would sit in the rooms with the brothers and the sisters. I like to just listen to them as they debate, but I don't want to debate. I don't like debating. And then they tried to pull me in it, and I'd be like, "No, I'll interject and help the sisters out, but I can bring it to you with a scripture. But other than that, I'm not getting caught up in that. Not me. Uh-uh. Cause see, one thing about brothers, they try to overpower the sisters. They want to be head head honchos. They want to be power, uh, the powerhouse. They don't like to be wrong, and they like to lord it over the sisters. But we got some dynamite sisters out there, and I sat in the midst of them. Yes, I did. And some brothers tried to combat with these sisters, and I'm telling you, I would have to turn my head. Woo! And I would have to giggle. Shoot, them some bad sisters. Some bad occulties. Yes. Because when you study and Yahweh got his hands on you, they couldn't do nothing with us sisters. Nothing. I want to say, I thank the Most High for the brothers because, number one, they didn't even have to be in the midst of us. They could have been in the streets. But they are trying just like we are. This way of life, it's a give or take. You either gonna ride with Yahweh, you gonna take what you learn, share it, give it, or you gonna bag up and go back and be with the other fella who you came up with. When I came into the truth, I'm like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back for nobody. I like what I heard. In the beginning, I did with Christianity because I was young and I was learning. It was new to me. It pulled me out of the streets. It helped me to calm down. It changes your life, help you to become more of what the Most High wants you to be. And that's respectable, a lady, kind, generous, giving, concerned, and caring. And I'm all of that. More than one thing he gave me that I didn't really particularly care about is he made me sensitive. I'm so very sensitive. I would cry at a drop of water. That's how sensitive I am. Because my heart goes out to the people, to the peoples. And when I was in church, Yahweh sent a prophetess to me. And I remember I was standing at the bus stop and I was waiting for the bus. And I had asked God a question that day. I asked him, why do you have me so sensitive? And the pastor had called a minister meeting. And I was in the meeting and I was being quiet. See, back then in those days, I didn't talk the way I do now. I was real quiet. And after the meeting was over, a sister ran over there to me to let me know that it was God because she didn't know what I had said at the bus stop. She came and said, you asked God a question. I said, yes. She said, you wanted to know why God have you so sensitive. I said, yes. She said, God said he got you sensitive because he needs you to know about the people, feel them, the will of them, the care of them, the concern of them. And that's why he got you so sensitive, because he getting ready to raise you up. He getting ready to do something with you, and you got to know about the people. So I'm so very sensitive because I have such a loyal, giving, and caring and concerned spirit about the people or the earthlings or my brothers and sisters. I care very much and deeply about you all in prayer and trying to get truth out there to you. Yes, it's something when you got to get truth out there to people who really don't care, don't want to hear it, and they do you the way they did Moses. They make you so angry and so upset, and you got to lay out before Yahweh and say, it's hard to love your enemies. And God tell you to love your enemies, and I told him it's hard to love them because they backstab you, lie on you, steal from you, do things to you that you wouldn't expect. It's hard to love an enemy, but you got to love them. Our enemies is around us daily. They do things secretly, especially with all these different companies that you work with. Go up on your bill, don't tell you, cheat, always increasing. And whatever they give you is just like they haven't given you anything because all these different companies come around and take it from you. The only strength that I have when I'm going through is when I go before Yahweh and pray. And when I do a deep prayer, that's the only thing that puts me to sleep. Because there are times I lay up in bed and I'll be wondering and wishing and hoping, just like a lot of you all do. You be wanting to know how much longer, when, just like those children of Israel in that 10 Commandments. Yahweh say you're going to raise up a savior, somebody to pull them out of Egypt. But you got to go back and know the story about Egypt, how Israel got into Egypt before they became slaves. They weren't slaves in the beginning. They didn't become a slave until that other Pharaoh died. The elder Pharaoh, this the young Pharaoh that really made them into slaves. So you have to go back and read it because it was the brothers that put their brother in slavery because they was jealous of him, jealous because of the coat that his daddy had made, and they got jealous. He was a kid. He was the baby. All parents, when they have young kids, are extremely crazy about their firstborn and that last baby, and especially if it's a boy. Yes, they love their boys. All right, let me say to God be the glory. To God be the glory. To my Elohim, who I lift you up. I praise your sweet and wonderful name. I pray that you would heal somebody, touch somebody, deliver somebody. Set these people free that's been locked up for all these years for a crime that they didn't commit and was thrown on them. Give them some righteous judges and lawyers that not just in it for the money, but they are in it for justice. Deal with that White House, the lies, the scheming, the conniving things that's getting ready to take place. But you work it out, you fix it, and do it right before the people's eyes so they could see injustice. Mm-hmm. I'm asking him to work it out, fix it. We human beings and we get tired too. We're not supposed to be no doormat for nobody. Years ago, when I came into Christianity after I had chilled out, calmed down, I thought I was doing the will and the work of Yahweh. I was quiet. I wouldn't I would do any and everything that I was told to do. I was volunteering for everything. And then they thought they could use me as a doormat. All down through years, it kept piling and piling and piling. The hurt kept growing and growing and growing. Then I ended up with a spiritual hurt in my heart because people don't treat you the way you treat them. They don't love you the way you love them. When I tell somebody I love you, I'm your friend, I give 100%. Ain't no 50-50. I don't believe in that crap. You either gonna be my friend 100% or you move on. We supposed to be like sisters and brothers. Ain't no cheating or you looking at me a certain kind of way thinking that we're gonna have relations. We are friends. That go for male and female. Ain't none of that. When you ask me to pray for you, I sincerely go into deep prayer and pray for you and hope that the Most High hear and answer your prayers. And I would hope that you would do likewise for me. All this playing, we too old to be playing games. Don't you get tired of playing these games? Don't you want to know who your real creator is? You singing these songs to the wrong deity. All around the world, they got all of these idols up. I'm talking about big giant idols. And you go to these foreign countries and you think it's okay to lay hands on them and do they worship the way they do, spin that wheel, and you think God is going to approve of what you're doing. No, he not. Thou shalt have no other God before me. I am a jealous God. I'm the only one. There would never be another one besides me. But you all got to get that in your head for yourself. It's already in man. We only have one God. We serve the God of Israel. The other human beings, other earthlings, they serve all the other gods who they feel is the son of God, the messenger of God, the prophet of God, and they so far from it. God is not in that. That's why I tell you, we need each other. We need each other. We got to pray for each other. Y'all don't believe time is winding up. Y'all look at the news, most of you all that do, and you see what's going on in the world. So much disaster, storms, fires, floods, mudstorms, mudslides, earthquakes, volcanoes. So much is going on in the world. And Yahweh just doing that to get Israel ready. Half of you all don't belong to Israel. And half of Israel that belong to Israel, they still sleep. They don't want to wake up from their mess. That's why God called them a wild ass, because they run around showing their butts, they pockets, showing the world everything. All you gotta do is go on YouTube and you'll see it, especially in Miami. String up their butt and you don't see nothing but cheeks. Little strings crossing their little nipples. And men wearing the tightest of the swimsuits that they could find so that they have a print of their genitals. It's so much going on in this world. Things before you all see is worse. It's going to get worse. And then it's going to be a massage of a calmness and a peace. And that's when things gonna show up and happen with the Most High. But our exodus got to come first. A lot of other things are happening now because we got a little Pharaoh in there, but another Pharaoh is coming. All of this to get Israel on their knees, to do like in that movie, The Ten Commandments, to get Israel to start wailing and whining and crying out. How much longer? Forgive us, Lord. Oh, he looking for you, asking you to apologize to him. We got to apologize to the Most High and tell him we're sorry for all our wrong. Yeah, we might have been born over here in this land, but it was our ancestors that caused us to get kicked out in the land and to be moved from one state out of our land over here. And we got a land waiting on us, Canaan, and God is waiting on us to get our act together so that we could go and be in our land. But most of you all say, y'all ain't going nowhere, ain't going nowhere, ain't going nowhere. Why? All of the fame, fortune, and money. I don't care nothing about this. I care about living forever. He promised us eternity. And those of you who don't want to live eternity, keep doing what you're doing. Don't keep the law. Don't do the dietary law. Keep serving other gods. Do you, as different ones would say, you do you, and I'm going to do me. All of this sometimes go all around the world, and somebody somewhere in certain nations and countries and on these islands, they are listening, they are hearing, and they are trying to make a change. Everybody don't want to die and go to hell or die and be burnt up and turn to ashes so we can walk on them because of their disobedience to the Most High. Whatever you do and you know that is not right, karma, karma, it reverses and come back on you. I'm constantly asking God to forgive me. I'm not perfect. None of us is perfect. If you was perfect, you wouldn't even be down here. We came through a sinful state. All of us did. And it happened where? In that garden. Told you not to touch the tree of what? Knowledge, good, and evil. But Satan tricked the virgin. Did any and everything to Mother Eve. But she coming back. She was a virgin. And you all gonna see her. We all gonna see them one day. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Job. We even gonna see the sisters, Ruth. Um, can't think of the other prophet name, but Isaiah's wife, the one who bore um what's his name? Let me go back and find it. It's in Isaiah 7 chapter. Mahashalahashbad. That's Emmanuel, the one who bore Emmanuel. Wasn't no JC. Peoples are waking up. They putting it all on Facebook. They waking up. And it's some of you all who still holding on to the lie. You don't want to wake up. You rather believe the lie than to believe the truth. So I say to you all, you keep believing the lie because when the time comes, and if I'm still around, when Yahweh pull those ships and cruise liners up to that Navy pier, and when I hear about it, I'm catching the first thing smoking to get on. Yep. Y'all don't believe. Even though I read it to you, you still don't believe. I didn't write the book. They say man wrote the book. Well, God give us the ability because of knowledge to do these things, to build houses, to create. Took an atom and split it in two. Then created a bomb out of it. They did a lot with that atom. Yep. Caused the earth to shift when they exploded that atom in the ocean. They did a lot. All right, let me go back to, it says spiritually mixed marriages. Spiritually mixed marriages. God never told us to mix. You could marry anywhere within Israel, and half of Israel don't even know they Israel. Let me show you. Israel is Yahuda or Judah. That's Americans, Black Americans or Hebrews. Benjamin, West Indians. Levi, Haitians. Ephraim, another name for Israel. Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, Cuba. Simeon, Dominicans. Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama, Mayans. Glad, Native American Indians. Reuben, Somalian Indians. Asher, Colombia to Uganda. Issachar, Mexicans. Aztecs. Nefertali, Argentina. You can marry any one of them. They're Israel. But our brothers rather marry outside the marriages. All right, let me read this. I have a new light in here by Friday. The light just went out for no strange reason, and I just bought it, and it just went out. See that? It don't want to stay on. All right, it reads like this. Have we not all one Father? Had not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother, by profaning the covenant of our Father? And covenant means agreement. Yahudah has dealt treacherously, and an abomination is committed in Israel and Jerusalem. For Yahudah has profaned the holiness of Yahweh, which he loved, and has married the daughters of a strange God. But one of our Abba son did too. Ended up with 750 or 7,500 wives. That's sad. And they all were virgins. Solomon did it. But he never checked them and made them worship his deity. And that's how he ended up kind of loony. And Yahweh had to spank him. Because you got these women in there worshiping all these gods up under him. And he gave him a temple. We got to be mindful of what we do. We got to be appreciative. It said, and had married the daughters of a strange God. Yahweh will cut off the man that doeth this. So y'all out there marrying all them strange women from different nationalities, different countries, but you hadn't considered Israel. Israel has some beautiful daughters, beautiful women. Israel has some handsome men. The daughters marrying outside of Israel too. So this not just for the men, but it's for the women too. Y'all gonna get cut off too. Run around here marrying all these strange men, and you definitely know that they don't want you to worship Yahweh. They rather you worship that other fella. They ain't gonna want you to do these different rituals. Passover, anointing the doorposts with lamb's blood and hyssop, eating unleavened bread during harvest time, lighting your candles and burning your incense. They ain't gonna want you to do that because they're gonna say it's wrong, it's witchcraft, when it's not. God gave us the ability and told us to do this in our generation forever. The Yahweh will cut off the man that does this, the master and the scholar. out of the tabernacle of Jacob, and him that offers an offering unto Yahweh of hosts. That means you get in there and start worshiping another deity, and then you're going to offer Yahweh up some of those offerings from other deities? I don't think so. Divorce. And this have ye done again, covering the altar of Yahweh with tears, with weeping and with crying out, insomuch that he regardeth not the offering anymore, or received it with good will at your hand. Because you're doing wrong, brothers and sisters. You're offering up someone else's offering. That's not Yahweh's. That's why he upset with us. Because I done been to somebody's house. They got so many idols up in their house from different countries, different languages. And then they say this offering is to protect their house, to keep money flowing in. And they believe that nonsense. Oh, Lord. It's so much that he has regarded not the offering anymore, or received it with goodwill at your hand. Yet you say, wherefore? Because Yahweh has been witness between you and the wife of your youth, between the wife of your youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously. Yet is she your companion and the wife of your covenant. Now, many people, they wait a long time before they get married. Some people wait until they get in their 30s, their 40s, or their 50s because they still want to play around and they don't want no children. You got some that want no children, but some have ended up with children. But they didn't want to be with the mother, or the mother didn't want to be with the father. So they had to independently help raise those children. Some men do and some don't. Same with the women. They had these babies and don't want them. But they want to give them babies to their parents. And I'd be like, well, why you can't give it to his parents? Why you want to throw something on your mother? She done raised you. He got a parent too. Y'all always want to do opposite. Give your mother, your parent, your child, when you didn't make that baby by yourself. That man got a mother and a father too. So you think about it. He said, and did not he make one? Yet have he the residue of the spirit, and wherefore one, that he might seek a godly seed. And when he say godly seed, he talking about one of us. I'm a seed. You a seed. You came from a seed. Man sperm and a woman egg. Sperm is the seed. Egg is the place where the seed is going to develop and make other human beings. Check it out. He said, therefore, take heed to your spirit, and let none deal treacherously against the wife of your youth. For Yahweh, your Elohim of Israel, says that he hateth putting away, for one covereth violence with his garment, says Yahweh of hosts. Therefore, take heed to your spirit, that you deal not treacherously. That means you out there getting concubines, having thoughts, whores, and you married. I know what I'm talking about because I had a family member that was married and would bring thoughts home, not to his house, but would bring them to another family member's house. And he had a big old RV or camper or whatever you want to call it. And he would take them back there in the back in the camper or bring them in the house. And nothing would be said. And these supposed to be Christians. You couldn't bring that crap to my house. Not after I done changed over and called myself being saved. And I know that God would get mad if I let you perform and do anything in a house that I'm praying and asking God to clean up, put his favor in there, put his angels up in there, clean my house up of all these foreign and different spiritual things that come and try to attack you in the day and at the night. And I'm going to bring that up in my house. I don't think so. Uh-uh. When you change, you live a life a certain kind of way. And you want to be respected. You don't want to be worldly. You try to change where men, boys, girls, women, sisters, fathers, husbands, folks can see a difference in your life. When I was living over there on Maypole for over 20 years, and those brothers over there would give me the highest of respect. And they would tell me, you don't need to be over here. You don't need to be here in this area. This area is changing. I see the glow over you. This a brother told me this. And he did drugs. He said, one day I saw you and I saw the glow around you. You don't dress like them. You don't act like them. And you don't talk like them. And you always saying encouraging things. And then one man walked past me and said, I see you finna move. That was nobody but God throwing nuggets or putting nuggets in my spirit to let me know I might as well start getting ready because he getting ready to move me. And he did. You got to listen to your spirit. Your spirit is never wrong. But you got to listen to the right spirit because remember, you got good and you got evil. But the good spirit always overruled the bad spirit. Okay. Impiety and impertinence. You have wearied Yahweh with your words. Yet you say, wherein have we wearied him? When you say everyone that doeth evil is good, they don't give you time enough to holler at them. Everyone that doeth evil is good in the sight of Yahweh, and he delighteth in them. Or where is Yahweh of judgment? Now you all got to remember, now judgment is coming. It's coming on the whole earth and Israel too. Keep telling you, you not perfect. We not perfect. We make mistakes. We do things. Sometimes they go against the law or the covenant, the agreement. We are blood covenant people. He didn't tell us to drink no blood and eat no cracker. He said when he returned, he haven't returned yet to sprinkle us with no water, give us a new tongue, and change our lives. He haven't did that yet. But they lied in that gospel and said that creature, that person that supposed to have died on the cross did it. No, he didn't. He not real. Judgment is coming. You are marrying these women, these daughters who worship and serve other deities, other gods. Judgment is coming on you. Mm-hmm. Watch. Parenthesis, the coming. Oh, that's it. That's strange, but he's saying they're not even going to make it. Oh, and I was reading to you in the footnotes where it says marriages with non-Israelites violate the special relationship God has with the Jews. Y'all see that? I have to swirl because my light is not working and I got to have some light to see. As the father of that people, marriage with the heathen were prohibited. And you can go to Exodus 34:14 through 16. Let's run over there right quick and see what that's about. Exodus. Come on, go with me for a minute. I just want to see what it's going to say. Even though I probably have already read it. But sometimes you all need to know. That's Exodus 34, starting at 14. And it reads like this. For thou shalt worship no other God, for Yahweh, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. I'm telling you right there, we're not supposed to worship no other God, brothers and sisters. Saints, Israel. We're only supposed to worship him. This where the confusion came in. Because they throw this at you, but yet they say his son died for you. But how can that be when he's telling you right here, he a jealous God, and we're not supposed to worship nobody else but him? You see the lies, you see the confusion. He don't even want you marrying outside of your race, but you do it. Let thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods. So when you worship and praise that other fellow who you all call Jesus Christ, you're whoring after him, lifting him up, saying his name, praising him, giving him glory instead of giving the Most High glory. We're supposed to give all our glory to him. He said, I don't share my glory with no other God, no other man, no other deity. He don't do that. But we've been doing this for so long. Now you'll fight for that man if somebody like me try to come along and tell you the truth. You try to brainwash me back into serving them. But it's not going to happen. And do sacrifice unto their God. This is what the strange daughters do, the heathen women do when you marry them, they don't want you to worship your God. Because that means if you the man and the head, that means they got to obey and do that. Worship your God too. And they ain't going to want to do that. That's how Solomon ended up getting his hair cut, because he ended up marrying outside his race. And his wife tricked him, made him tell him where the strength that lies in his body was, and it was in his hair. And she ended up getting him his eyes burnt out, his hair cut. But they didn't know hair grow back. Let me read it again. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land. That's this land, any land where Israel been kicked out. You've been changing and turning in to these strange women and to these heathens. We've been marking and doing what they do. All because they killed off our ancestors who were prophets, prophetess, who were where you could go and commune with them, talk with them, ask questions, get prayer. Can't do it now. We would eat herbs for healing. We need all this medicine that they giving us now that heal you on one side and then cause side effects, keep you running back and forth to keep money in their pockets until they end up killing you. And they go a whoring after their gods and do sacrifice unto their gods. Their sacrifice is drinking blood, eating crackers every first Sunday, bowing down, throwing money on the altar, bowing down to your leaders, to these pastors, kissing their rings, being slaves, volunteer. If you work, the Bible says you're supposed to get paid, and they don't want to pay you. And one called you, and thou eat of his sacrifice. That's the drinking of the blood and the eating of the cracker. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons. Israel, hurry up and get rich. And they don't even look at another sister. They go and look at the heathen's daughters and marry them and let them go get a lot of facelifts, a lot of Botox, and they get them trainers to train them to get the weight off their body, to make them into super, what do you call it, super women? I can't think of it right now, but that's what they do. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and make their sons go a whoring after their gods. Thou shalt make you no mortal gods. Y'all see that? But you did. You wear them around your neck, got them all plastered and put around your houses. They done made pictures of the Last Supper, and I used to do it too because I had them around my house, and it fell and broke. And one day I had slammed the door and the cross fell out. I was like, oh my God, where'd it come from? I hurried up and threw that thing up out of there. I don't have any images in here. You'll never see them. God is not pleased with that. But like I say, you do you, and I'm going to do me. I'm just trying to help get your eyes open, your ears open. I'm a messenger of the Most High. And it says, marriage with the heathens were prohibited. And you could also go to Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Let's run there. I want to see what's up. Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Neither neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Your daughters thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughters shall thy take unto thy son. God saying, you daughters of Zion, stop marrying outside of your race. You brothers of Zion, stop marrying these women outside of your race. No matter what I say, it's too late because y'all done went and had babies by them, married them. You ain't got rich, and then they turn around and try to kill you, take your money, or they try to have up a bunch of babies and then divorce you so you could get them wife support. wife, wives, what is it called? Wife support, and take care of them babies. And they make you give a lot of money to them. And they didn't even have to work for it, but you did. Okay, where we at? The daughters of a strange God. And Yahweh called them girls. Heathen girls brought foreign gods into Jewish homes and said, in effect, marry me, marry my religion. That's what they're saying. Marry my religion. And that's what you did. Because whatever religion they're in, that's what you end up doing. And you the head, and you can't turn around and start worshiping and obeying the Most High and doing what He expects for you to do. You in a covenant agreement. But because you don't read and you don't study, whatever the wife say, because you have gotten, just say, into the sauce. You done got into the fruit. Not no apple, not no cookie. That's what they want to call it. You done got into that cookie. You done got into that fruit. And it did something to you. So whatever the wife say, like Adam did with Eve, you do the same thing. Because the apple, the fruit, the cookie, it's good. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me run down here to this part. It says, through distress that God no longer accept thy offering, the people refuse to face up to the seriousness of divorce. Some divorced wives had been married in their youth. All divorce breaks the covenant promise made at the time of marriage, and remarriage violates the pattern God established at creation when He made only one wife for Adam. Or this may mean He made them one flesh in marriage. You see that? But if God didn't put you together, then we could understand that you two put each other together because you probably went by feelings and your hormones instead of waiting for God. You probably hurried up and rushed in getting into the cookie or the pie or the apple or the fruit, and you didn't wait. You rushed into it. Just like a lot of people rush into marriage before they find out about what they're getting into. And it's too late because sometimes that first relationship end up being a pregnancy. Then it says that he has hated putting away. I hate divorce. A clear, strong statement of God's attitude towards divorce. Whereas the law concede and regulate it, Yahweh said that Yahweh, where am I? Yahweh said this was because of the hardness of man's heart. And then you got to go to Deuteronomy 24, 1 through 4. And then he said the covenant violated with his garment better. Violent cover his garment, a symbol of protection. Divorce removed the wife's protection and treated her cruelly. The husband is the covenant, the covering, the head of the household. And when you divorce, that removes the protection with it's the husband. But if it's more than one person wanting to wear the pants in the house and don't want the man to raise up to be the man, I understand. Because God let Moses give divorce. Yeah, go back and read it. He let him go ahead and give a divorce, decree a divorce. Ain't no need to stand with somebody you can't get along with and y'all don't do nothing but argue and fight and fuss. I had a family member who, when they started off, they were so in love, they didn't wait to find out about each other. They got married. And down the road, she had a child by by her husband, and then they grew apart, and she hated him with a strong hate. Then she ended up getting a real good job, and through her job, she met a man who she didn't find out about or didn't know anything about, and she ended up moving out, and that man treated her so wickedly and so bad, did vile things. But it was too late because she ended up getting pregnant by him and then turned around and wished she had stayed with her husband. Too late. And he told her he would take her back. That's the love. He loved her. He would have took her back, regardless whether she had a baby out of wedlock or not. He would have took her back. But because of the guilt and the shame that she had did and placed on their marriage, she didn't want to go back. She wanted to stay just the way she was. Because she thought she was going to marry that man. That man did some wicked stuff to her. Now, I ain't playing. All right, where am I? Ooh. He says, whereas the law conceded and regulated it. Yahweh said this was because of the hardness of man's heart. And then he said, covers violence with his garments. Better violence covered the garment. Symbol of protection. Divorce removes the wife's protection and treated her cruelly. Not only had they tried to make good, but they implied that Yahweh's delight in evil because he did not dispense immediately judgment. Mm, mm, mm. They got mad with God, but they implied that God's delight in evil because he did not disperse immediate judgment. Mm, mm, mm. In Message to John, I don't want to read that. The basis for our Yahweh claims to be exempt from the temple. Y'all see that? God never wanted us to get divorced. But a lot of these marriages weren't put together by God. Man put these marriages together. When God does a thing, brothers and sisters, you see these marriages staying together for 50, 25, 73, 75. This man being married for 78 years. And when I saw him on The Price is Right, they don't even look their age. Man, they look young. They look beautiful. A husband and wife. And even though they had gray hair, man, did they look good together. They almost looked alike. All right, brothers and sisters, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Please forgive me for yesterday, but it was so much going on in the natural and the spirit, and it had got me caught up in then my throat. I'm still going through with that. I still need your prayers. Pray much for me. Pray for me. Pray for your sister. Because I'm telling you, there's so much going on, so much happening. Not just in the natural, but in the spiritual realm too. And then with these businesses, how they want to cheat you out of money and how they don't want to do what they supposed to do. Constantly got to call them up. Get tired of this. Can't we do anything properly? You all want to get paid, but yet you want to cut people's stuff off. And I'm in the right now. You gonna see to it that I don't have to pay for a certain month on account of your negligence? Come on now. We as human beings need each other. They say it in prayer, and then I read it to you in the word. We need each other. I need your prayer. Israel needs your prayer. Your family needs your prayer. Your sons and daughters need your prayer. If you are legally married, because you got some people out there that claim to be married, been living together for years and years, calling each other husband and wife, but they haven't legally made them married. They haven't legally got married, but if anything happened to either one of them, when it come down to going down to the Social Security Board to try to get some compensation, you don't get anything because you're not legal. That's why God say obey the law of the land. Yeah, you can still live with somebody and be spiritually married, but then you got to take it a step further. You got to get the papers, legal papers. And I know a lot of people that was living together and they not legal. And then there's one particular person that I know, they was living together and he's sneaking around, messing around with another woman. And guess what he did? He turned around and married the woman who he was sneaking around with, but he living with a woman, got babies by her. If she had been married, she could have took that booger to court. Now she can't take him to court. The only thing she could take him to court is for child support. And that's it. So every day, because we also living in a world, the world itself is spiritual. They had cameras out there to show you, if you all ever get an opportunity sometime, go and look at these history and discovery channels when they put them cameras out there to show you how the world or how the earth, how it forms and creates and makes, how the flowers bloom, how the trees begin to create and grow, how our food grows. They showing you how the sun come down and touch and generate and have things to grow. Come on now. Things are going on that you nor I can explain. Except Yahweh reveal it, there's nothing you could do. Because there are people who are gifted and they want to put them in the crazy house. Because God showed them so much. And there's people's out there that know what they're going through, but to keep them silent, they got to shoot them up with dope and tell people that they're crazy. When Yahweh is using them, making them, revealing things to them. But they got to shut them down. People up in space, reviewing, scribing, reporting, and they seeing what's going on up in space, but they not revealing everything back to the citizens of the earth. They made a book with, what's his name, Ostradamus. I might not be saying it right, but he was a prophet, and many of his prophecies have already have came to pass. Yes, it has. And still revealing and coming to pass. God got prophets out there, prophetess out there. And some of them, they so exact, perfect. When they find out who you are, sometimes they have to shut you up, keep you quiet. But a woman or a man who is of God, they ain't never got to shut up. Because they father got their back. Yahweh got your back. The angels, you don't see them, but they present. They got your back. And Yahweh not going to let nothing happen to you. And should these people do lay hands on you, I feel sorry for them. Touch not my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. That's all I'm saying. Yahweh got you, Israel. To Yahweh be the glory. To Yahweh be the glory. To my Elohim be the glory. I pray that you all would please start praying for each other. Start seeking the truth. Because one day all this is going to come to an end. And when y'all see the truth of this creature that you all were worshiping and lifting up and calling on, and when you see and find out that it wasn't real, or nothing you can say is that all the brothers and sisters who teaching what I'm teaching and trying to open up your eyes and ears, you're going to say they were telling the truth. And all this time, you didn't want to let it go. You didn't want to do your study. When I'm constantly telling you, you got a jealous God. And there is no other God besides him. He calling on you to come on back home. So when we get ready to leave and get on these boats and planes and to try to go to the wilderness, after you done repented and God clean you up, change your mindset, your mind frame, change you from evil, from you repenting, and he cleaning you up, and you get an opportunity to live forever. But a lot of them not going to do that because they stuck in tradition and belief. We about none of that. We're about a way of life, trying to live the best we know how, charity, helping, caring, worshiping, no other God but that one God, and that's Yah. Asher, Ash. I am that I am He. Yah, Yahuwah, Yahuwah. Yahweh, Yair, El Yehovah, El Young, Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahuwah. That's who we serve. Yeah, you got many names, but you got to realize there's many different nationalities down here, and they speak many different ways of how to say his name, and I just said it. Until we meet again, brothers and sisters, do your due diligence. Study, read, look up stuff. You done married out of your bloodline. I read it to you. Ain't gonna happen. You did the wrong thing. I read it to you, but you go back and you look it up. And then some of you all came together, but it was with God's blessing. That's why you together so long. Because he had his hands in that. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you so very much for tuning in, listening in. Please share me, hit the subscribe, and hit the like. There are a lot of things that I'm saying you might not like, but it's true. I'm reading it to you. There's a lot of things that your spirit is going into combat with because truth and darkness can't stay in the same presence. One of them got to win. So if you're doing your due diligence, and if Yahweh got his hands on you, guess which one of them spirits gonna win? Because he trying to bring you out of the darkness into this marvelous light. He did it for me. And if he did it for me, brothers and sisters, I guarantee you he'll do it for you. And think of the blessings, the protection, the love that Yahweh gonna give you. Yeah, we make mistakes, we do things, but he is a forgiving, merciful, loving God. He loves us and he will forgive us for the things that we do as long as we keep repenting and we trying to do our best to keep his law. Come on now, we can do this. Israel got to come together so we can book on up out of here. I want to go see what the land look like. Yahweh bless me with some money. I'm going to take a trip over there. I want to see what Canaan look like. Because they say Canaan waiting on us. It's barren. Waiting for the sons and daughters of Israel to get back. Yahweh's name is Israel as well as Jacob's name is Israel. And his son Asher made the 12 tribes of Israel. Go back and read it for yourself. I mean, I broke it down, but you can always go back and do your research. Don't do mine, do yours. All right, come on, pray with me. Know that Yahweh loves you, Israel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button for me. Please hit that and know that Yahweh loves you. To Yahweh be the glory for all the things that he's doing, he's done, and getting ready to do. Yahweh bless this exodus, miracles for this exodus. Abba, please bless your sons and daughters wherever they may be. Open up their eyes and ears. Please, Yahweh, bless this YouTube station to go far, near, and beyond what somebody will hear and answer to the call. I call on you today because I don't have nobody else. You are my head, Yahweh, and I want to thank you for every blessing you bestowed upon me, every gift that you have blessed me with. I want to thank you for these two Davids that I met. Even though you had me to say David with a D, and I did meet some Davids, one in person and one on online. And I want to thank you. I thank you, Yahweh, that you made me to be real. You made me out as a daughter to teach, to be a messenger, to be a servant of you. And I promise I'll try and do my best to please you. And I want to thank you for opening up my eyes and my ears. Help me to love you and put your love inside of my heart. Help me to try to do whatever it is you want me to do. More than anything, bless Mother Earth. She is truly going through so much. Bless these earthlings that love you. Mother Jerusalem, African and Israel, Yahudah. Help us to lift you up and praise only you. You are my heart. You are my deity. You are my love. You are my Abba Yah. And I bow down to no one but you. And I want to say, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I lift you up. I lift you up. And I praise your sweet and wonderful name. Yahweh, bless everyone, everyone that's seeking for a spouse. Bless them, Abba Yah, to marry their soulmate. Bless soulmates all over the world to get married with your blessings, with your blessings. Blessing to come together like a magnet. Bless Israel to marry Israel. In your holy name, miracles for the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat. Miracle for divine protection. Please bless Mother Earth. Bless us. Help us. And I want to thank you for blessing these homeless women who ended up, they got houses, apartments now. I saw it on the news, Abba Yah. Thank you for blessing these homeless women. Now, the homeless men's, we need blessings for these homeless people all over the world, wherever they are. Bless the homeless. Bless them with shelter, a head covering over their head. And I want to thank you for every pantry that's passing out and giving out free food. Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do in your holy name. Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Bless these babies. Bless these children, especially the one that's going to school. Bless them to make A's and B's and bind up these bullies. Abba, give these bullies a little whooping, a little butt whooping, that they can't go around bullying people because they act different, look different, and make better grades than them. Abba, deal with all bullies. I don't care what age, what size. Deal, please, with these bullies, every last one of them. In your holy name, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. To Yahweh be the glory. To my Elohim be the glory. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. And I want you to know there is nobody else but Yah. Nobody else but Yah. Nobody else but Yahweh. And he is a jealous God. I want y'all to know that. So when you cross over from worshiping all these different gods and come in to worshiping and lifting up the real anointed live, I'm with a living God. And when you come in and start dealing with him and think you're gonna go back, oh man, your life gonna end up being worse than what it was before you crossed over. So when you in Yah, seek him, seek for his protection, and then just start praising him and thanking him and waiting. So you gotta wait. You can't rush Yahweh. I'm telling you, I know. You can't rush him. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. Certain things he just give you automatic, not because you sow this and you sow that. It's because he be looking at your heart and he looking at you trying. It's your ability to try and believe and have faith. And he like that. And he like when you cry, shed tears. But it got to come from the heart. He like things from the heart. Man look at the outer appearance, but Yahweh look at the heart. Once your heart has been com- conversed or been reversed over to him, he got you in the palms of his hands. Yahweh got you, Israel. All right, until we meet again, you all have a very blessed and a wonderful evening. May he richly, richly bless you, and thank you so much for tuning in. Until we meet again, you all have a blessed and a wonderful Wednesday. Shalom, shalom, family, Israel, and to the earthlings, the ones that love our deity, and the ones who are crossing over. May Yahweh keep you, protect you, and don't let nothing happen to you as you crossing over and making your transformation. All right. Okay, you all be blessed. Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Shalom, family. Shalom, friends. Yahweh love you.